welcome to my pub.
I love the banter, I love the people that are in kitchens, I love the way that they work, I love the energy, I love the noise.
This is the coach. So as you come in, down here is the bar, an open kitchen.
Behind you. 2 burger, 1 chips away, please.
Yes, chef.
Pubs have been my life for over 20 years.
2 set chips crispy, please.
Join me behind the scenes of this one to meet the team who've made it a Michelin-starred success.
Any closer, we'll put a chef's jacket on you and an apron.
And to share our secrets for cooking and serving exceptional food.
If you're in a kitchen, it does feel like you're in this secret sect of people that just know something different to everybody else.
And for the first time, I'm going to open the doors to my test kitchen, where I'll create classic pub-style dishes you can cook at home.
Oh, look at that!
This time, we've got an amazing lunch special on the pub menu. Pork loin with collie cheese and pomana.
The skin is blistering and popping already.
To get this out to our guests, every chef on the team will have to pull together as one.
20 covers for lunch. Plates out, boys.
In my test kitchen, I'm flying solo with 3 dishes you can cook at home. Another mouth-watering pork dish.
That pork has got a lovely caramelisation on the outside.
A sharing starter of spicy pea and paneer fritters. And for pudding, crunchy pears with peanut brittle.
It's like the most beautiful piece of stained glass that...
All professional kitchens have one thing in common. There's a hierarchy to the staff back here.
Right, add fritter chips, please.
Yes, chef.
I own 4 pubs now. In technical terms, I'm the chef proprietor. Each pub has a head chef. At the coach, it's Sarah.
The structure of a kitchen is so important. It's like a team of huskies trying to pull one sledge, and you've got that one lead husky, haven't you? And that's the head chef. And the rest of them have got to fall in line. And they are all trying to push to the front, but there is a sense of respect. There is a sense of hierarchy. The ones that are always going to be the most successful are the ones that want to drive themselves. I think a pub success is always driven by people wanting to be just a little bit better every single day.
Second in command is sous chef Rich.
It's gone. Let's go to 8, Yuri, please.
Then junior sous chef Christian. Next to the chef de parties like Adam, who cook the dishes on each section. And Holly is our commis chef apprentice. The commis chef is the first step on the ladder, doing, well, anything that's needed.
Christian, you want to try and keep your section really nice and tidy right now, yeah? Organised, clean, fronts of fridges, please.
This morning, each chef has their own specific job to do to get the lunch special ready. Our small plate version of a pork Sunday roast. Holly's prepping veg. Christian's on pomana, the potato element. And Sarah is in charge of the pork.
We get asked loads as chefs, what's the best way of getting good crackling on pork? And in all honesty, this is something that is a bit of a pub trick, and it's not really something that you could do at home. And what we've got here is a loin of pork. Pop it into the fryer basket, but hang it above the fryer. And then what Sarah does is just ladle the hot oil over the top. That's beginning to cook that outer skin, and then we'll roast it in the oven. So straight away, you've given that lovely skin a great head start. You have a little look here. This is almost ready to go into the oven, and the skin is blistering and popping already. Sarah seasons it in the oven, ready for lunch.
To make the pomana, Christian layers up potato slices, pressing them down as he goes.
Making sure that those potatoes flatten out. Probably takes him the best part of 25, 30 minutes to actually make it from start to finish, not slicing his fingers on the mandolin, just trying to make sure that everything is perfect so that when you come for lunch, roast pork and a bit of potatoes, but there's something It's a little bit more.
Christian then pours melted butter over the potatoes and the dish is baked in the oven. It'll be sliced into portions and deep fried to order. Next jobs, Sarah roasts cauliflower florets and Christian makes the cheesy rarebit sauce they'll be served with. And with the team bang on schedule, the pork's ready to come out of the oven.
Looks like one giant, great big pork scratching, which is like, it's like the dream, isn't it? Like, except it's a big pork scratching with a lump of meat underneath. I mean, perfect.
We'll see our pork special plated up later. But first, I'm heading to my test kitchen
Show me on.
to cook a starter you can easily make on your own.
I love a sharing starter, particularly in the pub. One of those sort of things are plates of food that people help themselves. And these, Paneer and Pea Fritters, are exactly that. And this is paneer. It's an Indian cheese. So I'm just going to grate it. Think of it texturally wise as a cross between really firm mozzarella and feta cheese.
In a pan, heat vegetable oil, add cumin seeds and toast till they pop. Followed by a chopped onion.
Tom, how important is it to have those building blocks of different jobs in a kitchen?
When you start off at the bottom, you're learning to chop onions, to pick herbs, to put veg away tidily. So much of being a chef isn't just about the cooking, it's about the hard monotony and graft of repeated processes.
Leave the softened onions to cool. Add defrosted frozen peas to the grated paneer with a chopped green chilli, seeds removed.
Did you like the days of doing prep work when you were more junior in the kitchen?
I look back at those days with huge fondness. I used to work in a basement kitchen and I'd get in there at about 7:15 in the morning and go down the stairs, put all the veg away first thing, and then I'd work for it like a machine. Those were the days where the stress levels were about the box of veg and what you've got to do on the side and the list in front of you whilst facing a wall. Those were the days.
Add the chilli to the bowl, along with chopped coriander.
Then the little bit of spice. So this is chaat masala that's a bit like a curry powder, but it's got a bit more of a tang to it. That comes from dried, unripened mango.
Next in goes chickpea flour, better known as gram flour, followed by the onions and the cumin. Add a splash of water to the mix and make a dough.
Pub secret is this. Little crispy things go really nicely with beer. Deep fried stuff will sell. And why not? It's lush.
Now, drop spoonfuls of dough into the deep fat fryer. Out front in the main kitchen, this is the sort of job done by a chef de partie.
2 to 12.
After about 4 or 5 minutes, they're lovely golden brown. Just drain them into some kitchen roll and season them. Whilst they're hot, the salt just kind of stick to it and slowly dissolve in. Then repeat the process. It's something I love very much about being at the back here in the test kitchen, playing around with new dishes or ideas on my own. No one asking me if it's seasoned enough, and anything like that. I can just get on with cooking and making nice stuff. You could take that. Thanks, Chef.
I'm serving the fritters with some mango chutney. Shh, out of a jar. Nothing wrong with a shortcut.
But obviously, you've got to test them just to make sure that they're okay. Yeah, they're good. So that is my Paneer and Pea Fritters. Perfect little starter to share. Great on any menu in any pub. And really good at home.
And I've got 2 more dishes for you to try at home. Pork tenderloin cooked with an apple and Calvados sauce.
I'm from the Pork Appreciation Society.
And crunchy pears with peanut brittle. Today in the pub, it's all hands on deck making our amazing lunch special. Loin of pork with collie cheese and pom anna. And while the team pull together on that,
Show me on.
I'm going it alone to show you a pork dish you can cook at home.
Big fan of pork in the pub. Pork medallions is really simple, really quick and easy for you to be able to do at home. You can have it with a nice, rich and creamy sauce. Start off by cutting the pork tenderloin into 6 pieces. We're then just going to give them a quick bash with a hammer. Flatten them out. Give them a little dusting and coating in flour. Now the point of that, so that when you fry them, you get a lovely kind of crisp outer edge.
Do you feel quite nostalgic about being a commis chef, or is it something you're happy to have left in the past?
No, they were absolutely great times. When you're starting off, you know exactly where you stand, and if you don't, you're told very, very quickly. In kitchens, it's just straight and honest, in some cases brutal. It's very vibrant, it's very exciting. It's a great place to be. In the pan here, I'm gonna put a little splash of oil. The pan's nice and hot. Gonna add a couple of knobs of butter. You can hear it stop bubbling. That's at the point where the pork tenderloins will go in. After a couple of minutes, that pork has got a lovely caramelisation on the outside. And just flip it over. Cook it for another minute or 2 on the other side. You can see it's got this lovely crust. I can actually feel it, a little bit crispy. So I'm tapping it with my tongs. Take it out, just leave it to rest.
I'm serving the pork with an apple and Calvados sauce. Peel and chop a nice sharp Granny Smith. Classic commis chef job, this.
We did used to have a lot of orchards nearby where we grew up, just outside of the estate. And every now and then, we would steal a couple of apples. Test. Whichever way you want to call it.
Research for your future career.
That's exactly it, yeah. If it wasn't for those orchards, maybe I wouldn't be here now.
Roast the apples in the same pan with a squeeze of runny honey. When they've got a bit of colour, take them out and in the same pan again, sauté 2 diced shallots.
We're going to deglaze the pan with our first big splash of apple stuff. This is Calvados, okay? So it's a brandy made with apples. We're going to flambe it, so it's going to go into the pan, create a great big flame. Everything's really, really exciting. And then we'll reduce it down, the flame will go away, which means we've cooked most of the alcohol away, but kept the flavour.
Add more apple flavour with cider and reduce again. Then add chicken stock, thyme, a glug of double cream, and finish with grainy mustard and Dijon mustard.
At this point, put our pork tenderloin medallions back into the sauce. Just give them a gentle warm through. And the apples as well. Just sit them there.
Tom, what's the most popular meat on your menu in the pub?
Best sellers in a pub, pretty much most of the time, is beef. But guys, come on. Pork for me is the best. I'm from the Pork Appreciation Society. And listen, you can have steak at any point. But when you go out to a restaurant, you see pork there, you should definitely order it. Some green beans and some mashed potato. Could I have that in, please, chef? Thank you.
And this is when you step up to the pass for your head chef moment.
Very, very simple. Beans on the side, some mashed potato, and then our lovely pork medallions. Coated in that mustard sauce. Couple of pieces, our caramelised apple. So there we go. Super tasty, absolutely delicious. Why don't you give it a go?
Back in the pub kitchen, orders are coming in for our pork lunch special. And it's a real team effort.
Checks come on for the pork, so what happens now is Sarah takes a good slice of that pork where it's been rested, then a secondary slice, puts it on the top so it doesn't dry out, and gently warm it through in the rotisserie. Whilst that's happening, Christian is then taking a pomme anna that's already portioned up and put into the deep fat fryer and frying that, as well as taking one of the pieces of roasted cauliflower, piping on top of that some of the cheese rare bit, and that's then getting heated up and cooked, and that comes out, that gets blowtorched, you get this lovely kind of rare bit glaze on it. So first thing that goes onto the plate is a cauliflower cheese puree, then the pork sits on the top. Then onto that, the pomme anna goes on, and so does the cauliflower cheese, and an amazing and very, very simple roasted pork sauce. And there you go, it's all about quality ingredients and letting the simple things sing for themselves.
Delicious. For my final dish, I'm heading back to the test kitchen to show you how to make a beautiful dessert. Crunchy pears with peanut brittle. In the pub, this would be another team effort, but don't worry, with me holding your hand, this will be a breeze to make at home.
Essentially, it's a baked pear. There's a little tip that we do in the pubs and the restaurants. So once you've peeled your pear, you've got all these kind of shapes and marks of where you've actually peeled it. I'm going to show you how we get rid of them and make the pear look lovely and round again. Once they're peeled, the next thing you need is one of these. It's a green scourer. Don't worry, you haven't got to do the washing up just yet. Cut it in half and then fold it over. It's a bit like kitchen-friendly sandpaper, look. Just rub the pear, and it starts coming back to its beautiful natural shape, the ridges of the peel in them. You know how much pressure you can apply to it, which, if you've been a chef or you're cooking and you spend your whole time in kitchens, knowing how much pressure to apply to it, you can then translate that to how long it's going to take to cook in the oven. All of that understanding of touch and feel. Cooking is a very sensual job.
Tom, do you think cooking's an art or a science?
In all honesty, I think cooking's a trade. A bit like a builder or a carpenter. You understand building blocks of flavour, technique and skill sets. I think the science does come into it. There are some very artistic chefs out there, but I genuinely believe that the best cooks operate with a trade understanding. And you can see how beautiful these pears are. I'm just going to stick them on a tray. A little tip, if they're not sitting up straight, is trim the bottom, then they'll sit still. They won't move. Don't take too much off. Just want to square it up.
Drizzle the pears with melted butter mixed with caster sugar and allspice.
So these guys, they go into an oven now that's set at 190 degrees centigrade. I'm going to cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes.
While they're in the oven, I'm going to make the crunchy coating, starting by making a peanut brittle. Melt caster sugar in a dry pan and heat to a dark caramel.
Do not dip your finger in and taste it, all right? Just do not do that.
Add roasted, salted peanuts to the molten caramel and pour onto a tray to cool and set. Next, in a bowl, scrunch up some cornflakes.
Textures are so important, because they're the things that separate flavours in your mouth. How do I make that pear super exciting? Well, it's with texture, it's with crunch, it's with flavour from the spice mix or the peanuts. All those sort of things make a difference.
I'm adding more layers of flavour with milk powder, demerara sugar and melted butter. Put the mix onto a tray and bake for 25 minutes till toasted. Take the pears out of the oven when they're soft, but with a bit of texture in the middle.
Gonna finish with peanut brittle. So here, look. It's like the most beautiful piece of stained glass, look. Stained glass peanut. It's See me hand through it. Cooey. Lid on and blitz. Look at that. You know already that's going to taste amazing.
Take the cornflake mix out of the oven, leave to cool, then mix with the peanut brittle. Grate lemon zest over the cooled pears with a squeeze of lemon juice and a drizzle of golden syrup.
Gently pick up the pear, surround it in your crumb. And to finish it off, just a few little pieces of lemon thyme leaves.
All it needs alongside is some whipped vanilla creme fraiche.
It's a very simple looking but beautifully tasting pear dish. Crispy, crunchy, texturally different. It's just about perfect to go on the menu, which is just as well because I've got plenty of crumb left. Making its way into the restaurant.
And that's where I'm off now, to join my talented and hard-working chefs at the end of another brilliant day.
Thank you, chef. Coming through behind.
They're a right bunch of scallywags and pirates, and I absolutely love them.